Hello, Internet. There are things that we all need in order to feel happy, satisfied, or whatever with our lives. And there are only 6 things. Only 6. And we all find ways to meet most of them, but not necessarily in healthy ways, and not necessarily in ways to help us meet all of them. By the way, welcome to the Empirical Sword. I'm Lore Master DLC 79, and I believe the school doesn't teach, meaning we have to be the masters of our own education. We have to learn this stuff ourselves. Because unfortunately, no one... Well, there actually are people out there teaching these things, but... yeah, anyway. That little tangent that I almost went off on, Tony Robbins. And unfortunately, I believe that the video that I learned this stuff from that was in my Some Light Reading playlist, which is linked to at the end of this video. I believe that video actually got deleted from YouTube, so yeah, I have to find another one now that has this information. But anyways, kind of a rough summary. 6 things that we all need. And I'm not going to elaborate too much because although this may be a long video, I'm going to try to keep it short. And rambling like this is not going to make it any shorter, so focus. The 6 things that we all need. And that most of which we meet, but not necessarily in ways that are healthy or ways that help us to meet all of them. Number 1, certainty. You know, we need to be reasonably certain that the sun is going to rise tomorrow morning, that we have a source of income that will help us pay our bills and put food on the table. You know, we need to be certain of some things. Unfortunately, too much certainty, boredom. Ever heard the phrase stuck in a rut? Somebody has too much certainty. Second need is uncertainty, or variety, or surprise. So we're always conflicted between certainty and uncertainty. A lot of people try to find certainty by just controlling and micromanaging the crap out of everything and everybody around them. Ever been around somebody like that? Probably a boss. That's an unhealthy way of meeting certainty. Uncertainty, people try to meet that through drugs. I don't know how this is going to make me feel, but I'm going to feel something. I mean, we can argue whether or not that's healthy or unhealthy for the people around it. It's unhealthy. Big picture, I mean, big picture, if what you're doing in the grand scheme of things, is it improving the lives of the people around you and just kind of neutral and self-serving? I wouldn't call that healthy. I'm not saying that everything you do has to be benefiting somebody, but you know, at least more than half. 51%, come on. But anyways, that's the first 2. Certainty versus uncertainty. And usually we try to meet these in very self-serving ways, which kind of interferes with the other 2, or the next 2. Singularity, uniqueness or individuality, our sense of identity. We need to feel like we stand out from everybody else, that we're somehow special. And by the way, this is kind of how violent crime works. Somebody puts a gun in your face and says, "Give me your money." Guess what? They're special. And again, I'm stealing a lot of this from Tony Robbins. So if you want a slightly more in-depth, slightly more entertaining take on this, just search some Tony Robbins stuff. Go. You know that search bar is up there somewhere. Type in Tony Robbins. I guarantee you'll find something worthwhile. But yeah, but anyway, that's an example of an unhealthy way of trying to find your uniqueness, your singularity. some of us just want to be really, really smart. And, well, that tends to lead to, I'm smarter than everybody, but I'm not going to share any of it, which is kind of why I'm trying to do this, to share, to not be just like the arrogant smartass in the room. Even though that's probably how it comes up because of my personality type. Anyway, moving on to number 5. Community. We need to feel like we're connected with people around us, or to some community, some group of people. Too much singularity, we're isolated. We're an island. We're not connected. But too much community is like we're another face in the crowd over here. By the way, the community need is kind of how gangs get started. We're different than everybody else because we dress different. We do things different. We tattoo ourselves this way, and we do these drugs, and we do these crimes, and blah, blah, blah. But we're the same. We're different, but we're the same. Gang violence. And I'm sorry for these. They're annoying. They annoy me. I need a different one of these. Keep an eye out for that. That may happen someday. Someday. But those are the first 4, and we usually find ways of meeting the first 4. And I've given examples of unhealthy ways of meeting the first 4. There are healthier ways. And again, I mean, we're already pushing like 7 minutes, so I highly recommend that if you want to find healthier ways to meet these, do your own research. Because I still have 2 more that I need to cover. I jumped ahead, didn't I? That was number 4, not number 5. The actual number 5. I don't know how to count sometimes. The actual number 5, growth. Personal growth. Remember the last episode I was talking about how challenges are opportunities to grow? A lot of people don't meet those challenges. They don't grow. They don't give themselves opportunities to grow. They don't strive to be better than they were yesterday. They kind of get stuck in the certainty rut of just going through the motions. Get up, go eat breakfast, go to job, do job stuff, come home, relax in front of Game of Thrones or Walking Dead or whatever, go to sleep, get up the next morning, do it all over again. Paycheck. There's no growth there. You have to challenge yourself in order to grow. You have to have a vision of who you want to be in order to grow. That's that kind of a goal-setting thing that we've been talking about. You have to have a goal for who you want to be. How are you going to get there? What steps, what action steps are you going to take to get there? What do you have to do? What challenges will you have to meet along the way? It's all coming together now. But then number 6. Very few people meet number 6. Because most people don't even realize they need this to really have this sense of satisfaction. And it's like if you follow the logic, the pure logic, it just makes sense. I mean, we're on this planet of almost 8 billion people. We have this need to feel like we're connected to a community. But what's the point of being connected to a community if we're just getting a sense of being connected from that community? What are we giving back to that community? Why are we on planet Earth, interacting with all these other human beings, if all we're doing is taking? And this is number 6. To give. To give beyond ourselves. Number 5 is our own personal growth. Number 6 is essentially, how are we helping others to grow? I think this is really the one reason well, the 6 reasons why I feel like if I had to stop doing YouTube right now, I would panic, because I had this routine, certainty. I'm always coming up with new ideas. That's uncertainty. What was oh, singularity. I have my own personal identity. I've had singularity my entire life. Building a community. Trying to connect with others. That's the number 4. I'm working on my own personal growth as a part of being a better communicator on YouTube. And yes, I need to get better. I know this. It's a process. But I am giving back. I'm giving you guys the information that you need to seek your own personal growth. I'm meeting all 6 needs right here. So if I had to stop doing YouTube right now, yeah, panic mode. Definitely. So how are you meeting your 6 needs? Are you meeting them healthily? Or do you have some sort of conflict in there that's preventing you from truly meeting some of your 6 needs? Think about it.